Everyone desires freedom. But what if freedom itself is the greatest burden? The year is 1880. A literary earthquake shakes Russia. Fyodor Dostoevsky releases The Brothers Karamazov his final, sprawling masterpiece. Deep within its pages, almost an independent novella, lies a philosophical challenge that echoes through the centuries: the Grand Inquisitor. It's a story that asks us to confront the very nature of human longing, authority, and the crushing weight of choice. Imagine a sun-baked Seville, the 16th century. The Spanish Inquisition is at its terrifying peak. Auto da fe, public acts of faith often ending in execution, are a common spectacle. Into this grim reality, a figure appears. He performs miracles, heals the sick, raises the dead. The people recognize him instantly. It is Christ, returned to earth. He walks among them silently, compassionately. He offers no grand pronouncements, no new doctrines. He simply is asterisk. But his presence immediately challenges the established order. This silent return is witnessed by the Grand Inquisitor, a 90-year-old cardinal who orders Christ's arrest. Confined to a dark, damp prison cell, Christ stands before the Inquisitor. What unfolds is not an interrogation of the accused, but a monologue, a damning indictment delivered by the Inquisitor to Christ. It's a profound reversal, where the accuser articulates a vision of humanity that few dare to utter aloud. The Inquisitor's core argument is chillingly simple. Christ offered humanity freedom, but freedom is a curse. He rejected the 3 temptations in the wilderness, turning stones into bread, casting himself from the temple, and ruling all the kingdoms of the world, and in doing so, he condemned humanity to an unbearable burden. The first temptation, turn these stones into bread. Christ refused, choosing spiritual freedom over material security. The Inquisitor argues that humanity, weak and base, craves only bread. They'd trade any freedom for guaranteed sustenance. Feed them and then demand virtue, he sneers, and they will follow you. This isn't just about physical hunger. It's about the hunger for certainty, for a life free from the terrifying responsibility of choice. We often seek simple answers, clear paths, rather than grappling with ambiguity. This longing for security over freedom is a profound human truth. The second temptation, cast yourself down from the temple and angels will catch you. Christ refused to prove his divinity through a miracle, demanding faith instead. The Inquisitor believes humanity needs miracles, mystery, and authority to believe. They crave someone to bow down to, someone to tell them what is true. Think of how easily we surrender our critical thinking to charismatic leaders, or how we yearn for definitive answers in an uncertain world. We want someone to bear the weight of truth for us, to provide the miracle of absolute certainty. The Inquisitor understood this deep-seated human need. The third temptation, worship me, and I will give you all the kingdoms of the world. Christ refused worldly power, choosing a kingdom not of this world. The Inquisitor argues that humanity desperately needs unity, a single, universal authority to prevent chaos and endless strife. He argues that for centuries, humanity has sought this universal unity, a single banner under which all can gather. This pursuit, he contends, is a far greater comfort than the individual, often contradictory, choices offered by true freedom. We see this longing in every ideology, every grand political system promising utopia. The Grand Inquisitor reveals his grand plan. The Church, as he sees it, has corrected Christ's mistake. They have taken the burden of freedom from humanity. They offer bread, miracles, and authority. They provide the comfort of certainty, the illusion of choice, and the promise of a peaceful, if diluted, existence. They have traded individual spiritual freedom for collective temporal happiness. For the Inquisitor, true compassion lies not in demanding freedom from weak humans, but in removing that crushing responsibility. He believes he is acting out of love, albeit a dark, twisted love, for the suffering masses. This is the terrifying brilliance of Dostoevsky's vision. The Inquisitor isn't a simple villain. He's a tragic figure, deeply convinced that he understands humanity better than Christ himself. He has taken on a terrible secret, a profound lie, for the sake of humanity's supposed happiness. He believes humanity is too weak to handle truth, too frail for true freedom. They would simply destroy themselves. So he built a system that offers peace, order, and a quiet conscience at the cost of genuine spiritual autonomy. But Christ remains silent throughout the entire monologue. He listens, patiently, understandingly. And when the Inquisitor finally finishes his impassioned, damning speech, Christ's only response is a kiss. A soft, gentle kiss on the old man's bloodless lips. This kiss is perhaps the most profound moment. It's not an argument, not a refutation. It's an act of pure, unconditional love and acceptance, even for the one who has twisted his teachings. It acknowledges the depth of the Inquisitor's suffering, his tortured conviction. The Inquisitor, shaken to his core, releases Christ, telling him never to return. The story ends with the Grand Inquisitor's system continuing, yet forever haunted by the silent, loving truth it has tried to suppress. So, what does this haunting vision mean for us today? We still grapple with the allure of security over freedom. We see it in the appeal of strong leaders promising to solve all problems, in the comfort of echo chambers, and in the desire for algorithms to dictate our choices. The Grand Inquisitor forces us to ask, do we truly want the burden of freedom? Do we embrace the responsibility of making our own meaning, forging our own values, and facing the terrifying uncertainty of existence? Or would we, deep down, prefer someone else to bear that weight for us? Dostoevsky doesn't give us easy answers. He presents a profound philosophical dilemma, a mirror to our own human longings. The beauty and terror of the Grand Inquisitor lies in its timeless relevance, its unflinching gaze into the human heart. It reminds us that true freedom isn't a gift, but a perpetual challenge. It's the courage to choose, to doubt, to believe, and to love, even when the path is unclear and the weight is heavy. It's the silent acceptance of that kiss, not as surrender, but as the ultimate affirmation of human dignity. The Grand Inquisitor, for all his chilling logic, ultimately fails to crush the spirit of freedom. He reveals its cost, yes, but also its enduring, silent power. This story isn't just a critique of authority. It's a testament to the enduring, albeit painful, human capacity for individual choice. It asks us to lean into the discomfort of freedom, to understand that true growth often comes from embracing uncertainty rather than seeking refuge in fabricated certainties. It challenges us to choose the arduous path of self-discovery, even when the promise of easy answers beckons. If Dostoevsky's insights resonate, explore our deep dive into Nietzsche's concept of the will to power next.